Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No.
That is a pretty can right there.
Summer Pills?
Yeah.
It's happy hour at the Banner Bar, so let's get into it. So Eric returns. It's our friend Holly. First timer. Totally not nervous. She's good to go. Rahr's Winter Warmer is up first. English style dark ale. It's 8%. So it's a little heavy. Have to remember I'm in the middle.
Questions. By the way, I love his questions. What kitchen gadget do you avoid like the plague? Kitchen gadget.
You're good.
Stew on it.
I like this. It's got a caramely taste. Not too bitter.
Are you a beer drinker, by the way?
Oh man, I don't
know
what he thinks now of what I'm saying based on that question.
No, I mean we were liquor I never people back in the day, so it's a completely different ballgame. We're talking like a 15-year difference since we sat drinking in the same room. Yeah, no,
that's a true statement. I like beer. I don't get snooty about beer. I'll drink craft beer, but I usually order like Shiner.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, but somebody recently told me that was like a bartender was like, that's actually not a real bock. Let me suggest a bock for you that you would like. And I'm just like just the beer that I ordered.
That would be nice, right?
Be nice.
Maybe start off on the good foot.
Now. But why? What do you think about this?
I'm actually going to agree. Caramel was the first hint I got off the top. There's a lot of dark bread undertones, English.
English, yeah. I was going to say the English on the can says it all.
Yeah. No, that's great.
There's a lot of malt, but it doesn't punch you. I don't know.
The can is a beautiful blue.
It is.
Very inviting.
Winter Warmer.
Yeah, it's nice and toasty. Like the burnt was, yeah.
It's 8%, and I can't tell it's 8%, so...
You can't.
Careful. It's the middle of summer here. We're drinking a Winter Warmer. I've already not been careful today, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, you're one up on me. I can already hear that.
Katie and I were having fun, okay? I mean, I would go a solid 7 on that one. That's just me, but... I think if you're really into the English style and you like darks, you might go higher. I could see some people being turned off by this, but it does have a very... it's approachable. You could drink this. If you like Shiner, it goes. 7?
7 sounds good, yeah.
I would also agree with that. 7. Yeah.
Are y'all being nice? Or?
I'm always being nice, but I'm also being honest.
Okay, good. That's the question. Honest.
I'll tell you if it tastes like shit. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, I could drink a whole can of that, and then I would want another can of that.
Good.
So that gets me to a 7.
Good.
Yeah.
I like the logic. So what kitchen gadget do you avoid like the plague?
Garlic press.
The garlic press?
It just gets in little tiny holes, and then, if you don't clean it right away, then it gets stuck, and you just can't. It's all sticky, and it's just, I don't like to clean it. That's really the problem. It's the cleaning. And there's better ways to, do garlic. Yeah. And squeezing it, punching it through little holes.
I'm still freaked out by that. I've yet to try the whole knife punch or whatever you're supposed to do to it.
Oh, when you lay it flat and you press your palm. Oh, that's the way.
It looks simple, but I'm an idiot. So, speaking of idiots,
I could go several places with this.
Please say a fork.
A fork.
I don't know, dude.
Just kidding. And I was bitching the other night about having to cook and the prep work it took to cook for them. But I can't remember what the hell I was using it. Oh, I know what it is. These claws, when you pull pork. Man, you want to talk about a workout, pulling pork? That is a pain in the ass.
I don't understand.
It tastes so good. And for the amount of meat you get out of it, you get your bang for your buck, but it is a fucking chore.
Those things are consistently rated really high, and I've struggled.
Yeah,
It's just a pain in the ass. Yeah, I'd rather use forks.
Yeah, I'd have to say meat claws. So I use those a lot.
Automatic can openers. That's my answer. I can't stand it. I was glad to discover recently that you can do the other side. Like I always put it on the top, but you can set it to the side and it completely rips the top off the side of the can you're trying to open, a normal one. But I don't like the automatics. They tend to break quite easily or just not work. Yeah. In my opinion. Whatever. Some are pills. From St. Arnold. It just says crisp and refreshing. So.
Oh, I really like this can. That's very bright smelling.
Yeah, it's got like a flowers cut grass thing going on to it.
Very light color.
Shall I?
You like to read.
Hey, you won't bet. Do you make wishes when blowing out candles on a birthday cake?
I hear you read a new book every week.
Yes, how you know it. Gandalf's got to stay wise.
This is a completely different arena. I'm hiccuping, I don't know. Chocolate and...
bubbly, light and refreshing. Something my little brother would drink. He likes Rolling Rock. Okay. Yeah, so it's just he doesn't want to taste his beer. Not that this doesn't taste like anything. It has a nice taste. I just think it's definitely on the lighter side, especially compared to the last one.
Light is a good word for it.
It's got a European hint on the top, which I say, but apparently I'm wrong. I recently saw some professional beer rater people doing tastings, and they talk about this taste that I love, which I always refer back to Belgium, is apparently just Americans skunking their beers. And it's just lightly there here, but I still really like the taste. It is very light and bubbly. It does just go.
What is skunking?
I have no idea. They always say it, and they never fucking explain themselves.
I'm going to look that up later.
Skunking?
Mm-hmm. It's just a cool term. Like, next time I'm at one of these hoity-toity bars around here, I'll say that, and maybe they won't judge me harshly.
Skunking around.
Yeah, I would try to answer, but I don't know if it's the grain part of the process or the hops part of the process. I wouldn't think hop because that's not where I pick it up. I pick it up in the grain. Mm. But, yeah, apparently everything I really like, the Stella Artois, or it's not Dos Equis, it's Heineken. Stuff like that. American beers that have that. There's a depth on it, but it's apparently just skunked.
Seeing that one's just 4%, 4.9.
I'm going to give it a 6.
Huh.
I already cleared my glass. I feel like I was wrong.
It has a very recognizable brand. So if I saw it, I'd like it. And if I went into a place, I'd be like, oh yeah, I've had that before. It's not bad. I drink that on the river, hot day. You're going to be drinking all day. You just need something, But I might go 5 because I like something.
That's what I was going to go for the 5. I'm a dark person.
Okay.
Per se.
I feel like I'm undervaluing it.
It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's just my preference is darker beers, heavier beers.
I could go through an entire 6-pack of that with ease.
Oh yeah, it's drinkable, but it's just not my thing.
Texas' oldest craft. What's that say? Brewery. Okay. Yeah. St. Arnold. Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, St. Arnold. That tells you I don't know much about this beer stuff.
They hide. All of their beers have this dude on the front. So this one has a really unique coloring of the can, but most of them kind of look very samey. So you would think all their beers are samey, but they're not. Do you make wishes when blowing out candles on a birthday cake? The world has to know.
Not only do I, but it's the same one every year.
It's the same one? Do you avoid telling people every year too?
Oh no, yeah. If you tell people, it doesn't come true.
Yeah,
awesome.
Well,
well then we can't know what it is.
Mm-hmm. Right. I wasn't going to tell you.
I do not.
I just realized I'm not wearing my coat.
I still have waiting on that birthday wish to come true. So I eat the cake.
So you had one year, and you just left it at that.
I did. Yes. And now I'm just happy to be alive to be able to blow the candles out. So
I feel like I think good things, like what I hope for in the future, but I never remember anything. I just blow the candles out. Because at some point, like, that expectation of Make-A-Wish just goes away because there's a room full of people and you have to blow the candles out on the cake and make sure you do it in one breath, and there's that whole peer pressure. I don't know. Pretty happy person despite what his daughter says consistently. She's co-host on Rated Radio.
Yes, Raven is my daughter. That's true.
She's not here today.
Oh, shit. Yeah, she stood us up.
It's a damn shame.
To go be with her other father. It's sad.
Now, you have some experience with Communities Mosaic, right?
I have with all those Walmarts and not that one per se, but I'm gonna tell you right now, my guess would be that it's 8.6.
8.6.
It's gonna taste like shit.
It's heavy looking, dude.
It's gonna be, it's
an IPA.
Which is my favorite.
But it's not a double.
You're not an IPA person.
I do know that about craft beer, yeah.
Okay.
But I'll give everything a chance. Yeah.
Some of these really do surprise you.
I don't know why, but the higher the alcohol content, seems like the harder it is to get it down. Except for the dark, like I said, the dark stuff, that's got the coffee or the toffee tint,
Thick.
Yes.
Orange?
This is tropical and floral. I mean, you're picking up on it.
I'm picking up on orange, yeah.
See, one of my favorite beers from Walmart is Orange Pills. And it's a 7%.
Orange Pills?
Yes. That Revolver.
Oh.
Blood and Honey.
Okay.
It's an IPA.
So you're right there with Jimmy. Look at you. Showing up for James. You're James. Jimmy. Misty and Jimmy.
It's a shame he wasn't here today.
He might be. You never know.
Because I'd be interested to see him. But anyway,
he's a surprising fellow.
It's what's the correlation with the Blood and Honey or the?
Oh, he recommended Blood and Honey to us. That's why we had it early on in the show.
That's when I'm floating around the pool. That's what I'm sucking down. It's Blood and Honey. Which ethnicity are you most attracted to? Now, will answering this make you a racist?
No.
Okay. All right.
I've actually thought quite a bit about that because I used to feel that way. But there's a...
Yeah.
I'm still just smelling it. It smells coppery, heavily caramel, and there's almost imperial. Like there's a lot of malt here is what's in the scent.
God dang.
My tongue is so dry.
I apologize if I get foul-mouthed. This kind of stuff right here.
Calls for it.
Almighty.
My mouth is foul. No, it's not. But yeah, somebody would have me try this when they heard I didn't like IPAs, and then I'd say, enjoy that, yeah.
Shane turned me on to a double IPA, my first double IPA, sitting at this table one evening.
I like a lot of IPAs. This is not one that I am crazy about.
Yeah.
I do get a light amount of orange is coming through. Like if you had to say, not tropical, but like juice quality, orange is there just a little bit, but primarily this is it's super bitter. It's very malty. Those aren't great in an IPA.
See, and the taste is kind of like the Blood and Honey, but the bitterness, Blood and Honey is not bitter like this. That's just
Blood and Honey is a completely different monster.
Yeah, this make you pucker up here.
I think there's actual orange
peel
in that.
Yeah.
This is just they're picking up on a what's the word when it comes from like a citrus. Citrus sort of hop is a note in the hop itself. It's not actual orange or.
It's like zest. It's like the bitter part of the orange, where it smells delicious, but it is bitter. It is a citric, acid, but bitter. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Agreed. They caramelize it and put malt on it. You have this full bottle of water in front of you. I love it. You keep saying that.
I love pain.
You love something.
It's 8.6.
I think you like high alcohol percentage beers is what you like.
Yes.
I don't mind one. So, yeah, I will drink it.
I'm going to go with a 4 on that.
On my second glass, and I hate to throw a 3 out there because I'm drinking 2 of them.
You take it lightly because he's still drinking it, right?
Yeah, I can forget about this. I'll go with 4.
I will also go with 4 because I think I've had it before.
Okay.
And the fact that I don't know means that it's
forgettable.
Yeah. And community, I'm pretty sure I've had it before, but I don't know.
What was it? I texted you one night. I bought some IPA.
One of them was the
Voodoo Ranger.
Voodoo.
That was some shit. It's kind of like this.
Yep. I'd put it in the same ballpark from memory. So the world has to know, which ethnicity are we most attracted to? Not collectively, but individually, obviously.
I don't.
You look at the heart and the soul and
I look
the
on the
ear.
inside. That's right.
Nothing makes the pee-pee hard.
I was around in the 60s, okay? Leave me alone. No, seriously. Friendship has no color to me. People are people.
Okay.
I treat people the way I want to treat me. Is that why I've been shit on half my life?
Maybe. I mean, you're calling.
That's my answer. I'm not attracted to.
You friend zone yourself. That's what I just took away. Talk about people you want to sleep with, and you're calling them friends. They can be both. Don't get me wrong. They should be both.
Well, yeah.
Technically speaking.
You don't sleep with your enemy.
I feel like I just sidelined myself. Let's rewind. Holly?
So it's an interesting question because historically I've been attracted to Caucasian men mostly. But I also had very rigid expectations growing up from other people, I felt like. And now that I'm older, a lot of lines have blurred. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, can I really answer this question? It's always evolving. I guess right here in the moment. Yeah, no. I can think of different guys and others. Okay, yeah. I can think of many people who are all sorts of different ethnicities in my head that I'm attracted to now. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's a...
But the common denominator is we're all human.
The rigidity, I think, is a familiarity factor. We were watching a show which talked about the primary motivator for attraction is familiarity. So when you get up every day and you look in the mirror, your own skin color is going to tend to stand out, and that's primarily what most people are going to be attracted to.
So
it doesn't... I feel like this question, even though I wrote it, it doesn't paint the whole picture, right?
No, agreed.
I could be attracted to damn near any ethnicity.
Are you physical? What are you talking about?
It probably should have been which ethnicity are you most surprisingly attracted to? Because, a bunch of white people are probably going to say white people for the most part. I like really pale women.
That's not necessarily true.
I like the idea. Statistically speaking, that is true. It may not be an individual answer given, but statistically, that's the majority.
Okay.
I'm going to say, white women, that's my life. I've had some experiences on the fringes, but Indian women, I don't know. I don't know, what? Man. There's something about it that is...
Well, Indian people have a thing about their body odor, right? Is that something that you're attracted to?
I think probably it is.
Are you asking him if he's like attracted to body odor?
I am.
You know this guy, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm asking him.
And usually I would say I'm attracted to light body odor. Like I don't like it overpowering. Really? So
really,
if you're what do you call it? Your preconceived notions are jumping in the way. You'd think that was the opposite. Indian women. Yeah. So I know almost none of you, so sorry if I just hurt everybody's feelings. Not that anybody cares.
I was actually I wanted to just talk about like it in general, but if I want to get real specific about it, like the last kind of like ethnicity I've really been looking at hard is like Middle Eastern men. They're pretty men.
Yeah.
Some pretty men.
Mm-hmm.
This really sounds racist when I didn't mean for it to.
My degree is in psych, and I think stereotypes help us categorize and organize our world. Otherwise, our brains would melt under all that information. Yeah, I'm not saying they're all true, but I'm saying, there's a reason that things, stereotypes.
We can go overboard with it. And I think a lot of us tend to.
Nope.
No. Okay. Anyway.
I didn't even know that was an issue.
Good God. Trappist, Rochefort, or Rochefort, or whatever. This is their number 6, their Belgian ale. And once again, I'm going to be rude and do me first.
Belgian ale. Well, I think you have to just continue doing it.
What that did looks nice.
Well, I'm in the middle.
Oh, fuck.
If I know nothing else about being in the middle is you got to look out for both sides.
Why?
It's Belgium.
Like you grabbed it off a dusty shelf.
They're random. I have no idea. I don't know what it says. Okay. I'm actually looking at everything, or I'm putting it down without looking at it.
That's some good head.
Yeah, that looks...
I know nothing about
Is
that.
Dick in the house?
So what's our question?
No, the question...
You seemed upset by it.
The question is, what's the longest you've gone without sex since becoming sexually active?
Jesus Christ.
Wow. I'm so meant to be here right now.
This is the most expensive beer at the table. I'll say that.
It looks like you got it off a dusty old shelf.
Prairie might be close, but I'm pretty sure.
That tastes like berries.
Smells good.
It's got a berry smell to it.
This one coming hard.
You said it, not me. Wow, 7.5%.
Okay.
Oh, look at those bubbles. Wow.
All right, so I've talked in the past about things feeling like raisin-ish, or some of the expensive beers being like prune juice. This is there, but it balances out with like this almost sour.
It's a pretty balanced beer.
It is.
It is.
It's got this carbonization, medium body thing going on, like a lot of good American beers.
It doesn't kick the shit out of you like the last one.
No. That's surprisingly good.
And it's not very dark. It's darker, but
actually I want a little bit more of that.
Yeah, also.
Not that it's like the best thing I've ever had, but it's
good.
Surprising. The front of this say. Anytime I've looked for it. It's from Belgium. I think this brewery is the Abbey where all they do is brew beers. And I'm going to say things that aren't probably true. There is a brewery out there. It's either Unibrow or Trappist, which has a specific sect just devoted to brewing beer. And that really does have a feeling like you stepped back in time, like 200
like
years.
Like a good mead.
Yes, mead is good. Honey-ish, right? Like a honey wine. I'm going to go 7.
I like this more than my 7 earlier, so I'm going to bump that up to an 8 because I feel like that's kind of... I feel like that's kind of special, yeah.
Yeah, this is not your typical raisin.
Yeah, it's borderline 7, 8-ish.
That's really good.
Yeah, I think I'll throw it in the 8 category.
God.
It's beautiful. That's just... You said honey, and yeah, that's...
Very natural feeling, too. It's not this fake additive at the end. It's
effortless.
Yes. That's just a damn good beer, is what we're getting at, I think. So, Eric, make us young people feel better about ourselves. What's the longest you've gone without sex since becoming sexually active?
Why in the fuck did you put it that way? Because I'm the oldest one at the table?
Yes. That's exactly why.
Clarify sex.
Make up your own mind.
Yeah, you got several types of sex.
Are you going to tell us all of them? You're going to... Does a hand job count? What are you...
Does it?
Did you finish?
Hand jobs have never been a big part of my life. So.
I always finish. There's no sense in putting the effort forth if you don't finish.
You don't ever get just pissed off and be like, fuck it, I'm done.
You want me to blow your mind? Honestly?
Don't look in my eyes.
2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
2 years. For me.
You want to leave it at that?
I'll leave it at that. What, do you want to elaborate?
If you want to, it's up to you.
I'd rather not.
Okay, well then don't.
There's people watching. No, it's 2 years. Over a year and a half, 2 years. Anything over a year and you just kind of, that's,
I feel like you're going to elaborate even though you said you didn't want to.
I don't want to divulge too much into it. It's about a year and a half.
Holly? You were made for this question? Is that what I'm understanding?
I will say I was a Buddhist monk at the time.
Okay. That helps. You were brewing Trappist beer. We forgive you because that was a good beer.
It's very good beer.
Yeah, so I'm in actually the longest period that I've had since I've been active, and that's 5 months. And I intend to go much longer. So 2 years sounds pretty great.
Is there a reason why you tend to go much longer?
Why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
Just a personal challenge?
Personal challenge. Hope to have some growth from it. And I'm cutting access off to just people in general because most people don't deserve this.
Okay. They were hitting it up late at night. You see what she's saying?
Oh, man.
No more. Sorry, guys. Train has moved on.
Yeah.
I actually don't know my answer to this question. I was originally thinking it was a few months, but then I realized that I've 2 kids now, and those were some brutally rough pregnancies. She was sick all of the time. I know sex happened. I'm not sure how it happened, but I would cut it maybe 3 months. So I feel pretty good right now here at the table. I'm sorry that you're enlightened and you are a Buddhist monk. But
no, I once was.
Even I had surgery at one point and they were like, you have to wait like a week. And I was like, fuck you.
That's another reason. You got to take care of yourself, man. You can't just let that be your aim, your focus.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah, but
and it might be worth it.
But
I'm here to live.
But on the flip side, that's for me, the stress buildup is. That's why they make Xanax now. But
it's real.
Yeah, it's real. Yeah. It's.
I'll end this portion of the show by saying that the hand does not have the same effect.
No.
And we move on to the Belgian Golden Strong.
I agree with that young man.
From Manhattan Project Beer. This is the Wise Monkey.
You always have a sex question whenever I'm drinking.
See, this is your head.
Is there one in every one that you do?
Probably.
Okay.
I think we just determined that I have a smoker's mentality when it comes to sex. Like some people can't give up cigarettes. I'm not going to give up the orgasm.
Well, and you know what? And you never should. It keeps you young. I'm just saying that. But now you can. What's the word?
There are a lot of them. Solo helicopter man. I don't know how that works, but
I'll enlighten you one day, young Padawan.
so Golden Strong makes me think Tripel. And it smells, like
an old man.
Yeah. Very
That's
malty.
not where I
It's mothball smelling. You know what I mean? You don't have to worry about it. My clothes are in an old man's closet right now because we just bought this old ass house. So
it's kind of mothball tasting. And then
but there's something else there.
Yeah, there is something else there.
it's definitely golden. It's not a triple. It's golden. The malt doesn't consistently stay. It gets kind of sour, which it needs.
I was thinking of grapes.
Like the tannin punch on the end of like a green grape.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
It's really not horrible. It says it pairs with peach pie, sea bass, or Gouda.
It's very drinkable.
I can kind of see all of that.
That sour is, definitely helping it out. Gets easier the more you take down.
6. It has like a real heavy, like the sour and that alcohol.
But it doesn't stick around long at all.
Strong is appropriate.
What is this? Did you already say that?
Yeah, Wise Monkey's Belgian Golden Strong.
Oh, I meant what's the alcohol?
It's 10%.
Oh, okay.
Really?
It is.
Which I could believe now that I've read it.
And the numbers go up now. I'm going to go 7 easy. They're that high and it tastes, it's that easy to, that's not bad at all.
No.
Mm-mm.
Matter of fact.
Yeah. I might put that on as the same as that 7. So, yeah.
And that sat here for a while too, so it's kind of warmed up.
Good point.
Where'd you pick this up at?
By the way, we didn't ask our question, which is what's the best way to eat a potato?
Yes.
After you've gone without sex for 2 years.
A very non-umami question. Sorry. The mental image you just created.
Get that out of your head.
What you rating the beer?
Funny. I told you 7.
7. I'm sorry.
Beer. This is I like this.
10% beer will go to your head.
Yeah.
It's surprising. Otherwise, I'd rate it lower.
Yeah.
Yeah. Getting into it is just, it was nicer. Yeah. Surprising, so I'll rate it higher.
It's
say 7.
As expensive feeling as this. Which is weird because it's quite a bit cheaper.
Really?
But it's don't get me wrong, I would drink this a lot.
Yes.
A lot more.
Yes.
But if you like a golden, like hardcore malt, gold.
If you want to get there fast.
Potato bread.
If you want to get there fast and not like yak.
You could overdo it with that.
It is.
Well.
You could.
I use the wrong word. Yak is maybe not the word. Yak is also a word for vomit, right?
Yes.
I meant just like that yak.
I didn't think you meant like sprout hairs and become this cow-like massive creature at the end of the night or anything. What's the best way to eat a potato?
In the bathtub.
Did not see that coming.
I didn't either.
In the bath. Okay.
I almost want to know
we need clarification.
More about it.
I think a lot of things are better in the bathtub.
Including potatoes.
Sure, why not?
Don't
knock it till you try it, man.
I told him surprises were coming with you at the table. A potato in the bathtub is a completely different kind of category. Okay. I don't know if I was thinking anything, but now I'm not thinking anything.
My answer, and I'm sticking to it.
Eat a potato in the bathtub. It's on the life list. It's official.
I'll have to try that one again. Potatoes. A baked potato, you have to work a little bit to prepare it, to eat it, which I don't mind. I love potatoes. But mashed potatoes, homemade mashed potatoes, not the shit out of the sack, are a thing around our house. I won't have anything else but that. But potatoes are potatoes. But I haven't tried one in the bathtub. I want to try that. That sounds interesting.
Well, I'm married to a potato aficionado. I don't know that she's ever tried them in the bathtub. We're going to... I might film that one.
Can you call yourself an aficionado if you haven't done it in the bathtub?
Exactly. You think you've lived life, but you haven't. But it's the basic coming out in me. I still like hash browns. It's somewhere between that breakfast potato, the skillet fried potato, and a tater tot. And that's what I want. I just want hash browns with anything. Chicken fried steak, eggs, gravy. I'm hungry right now. I feel like we've been sitting here for 2 hours doing this episode. It's good.
S'mores fine.
Yes. It's getting to me.
But I love hash browns, but they gotta be crispy.
Yeah.
They gotta be crispy. And I love mashed potatoes. I mean, yeah. Those are great answers.
And I'm going to take hash browns, put mashed potatoes on top of them, and eat it in the bathtub. Just to know.
Potato trifecta.
And our final is the Moscow Mule from Prairie, which we've talked about before.
Moscow Mule.
This brewery's beers tend to be on the more expensive side. This is a double hard seltzer.
The first word.
Double?
No, Moscow. Leads me to believe that might be high in alcohol content. Shit, that looks like...
It looks like ginger ale.
Shit, it looks...
I was most excited about this one. I was hoping it wouldn't be as busy as the name.
Because the name is quite busy.
It looks like a mule. It's got a...
Is that Putin on the can?
Very pungent...
He's hiking your gas prices. Come on, what the fuck?
Go ahead.
No.
I was
go ahead.
going to talk about the aesthetic of the can design. It's very like late 60s.
Got Dr. Seuss feel to it.
Kind of what you'd expect from like Russia, where they're behind in, culturally, like
everything.
I smell great.
It's a joke. So before I even try that, I want to clarify that I've started to like certain seltzers, so the smell isn't off-putting to me. Our question, because Eric's busy, is what sort of reaction is missing from Facebook?
This is a great question.
What sort of reaction?
So this smells like a lemon lime mixer to me.
Yeah, no, that's Tom Collins. That's exactly what it reminds me of.
But white grape is there. I'm not disagreeing with either side here. This is a good pairing.
Interesting. There is something in there that can you taste that? Is it me?
What are you talking about?
I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I don't know what it is.
It's not as carbonated as I expected it to be for something that... I mean, it's a seltzer, but even a seltzer is highly carbonated. I feel like I could put this in ice and mix it. It'd be just fine. Maybe throw a little gin or a little vodka on top of it, but it would be just fine.
There is something...
Quite sweet.
Off the top.
After a minute.
It's a nice way to finish the flight.
Yeah, I'd agree. It's really not anywhere near as bad as it should be. If you... No, certain seltzers are just way too basic. Like, look at the color.
Yeah, no, this is just... Yeah.
Looks like
it's pretty
lemon
rich
water.
and light at the same time.
There's some shit going on here that you don't get with a lot of seltzers. It's not... They haven't, watered it down to the point of undrinkability. If you like your citrus notes, this goes. I swear it feels like it's got gin in it.
Well, there's something. Maybe that's it. There's something there.
Or it's a type of citrus fruit, maybe like grapefruit or...
I could swear I could almost taste coconut in that shit on the back end.
Coconut water might be appropriate.
Something there. And it hangs around.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's hydrating.
Yeah.
I don't, like that dry feeling on my tongue that I had earlier, I feel like now it's dewy.
The sun's coming up and she's a flower.
See, there's that grape again.
White grape. Like I said, I get the white grape note. If you wanted to call it lemon lime, I could see that too. I'm going to go with a 5 on it. I don't dislike it.
You know, it's interesting. I'm gonna go higher than 5. I'll do a 6 easy. It's just, I don't know, man. It's got me scratching my head.
Yeah, 220 calories. Most of the seltzers have like 80 to 100 calories per can.
More sugars.
Yeah, it's definitely sugary.
You know, that's a good point. Haven't even been looking at this nutritional value stuff yet.
You don't want to with beer.
That was not, my intention. So I wasn't going to come here and worry about calories.
On the bright side, you aren't a big fan of IPAs, and those tend to be the biggest offenders in the nutritional value assessment. Oh, it's empty. That's one thing to give in favor of. It is empty.
I would have thought about somebody else if I'd known you would want more.
Oh.
There's nothing wrong with what's happening right now.
Less in the dry.
I'm going to give this a 6 as well, because, I'm enjoying it. It's a nice way to finish the flight. I feel like I would order this again. I like a Moscow Mule. I do. And I'm kind of tired of the saturation in the seltzer market. Everybody has a seltzer now, and I'm just...
It's all starting to be called ranch water now, too.
Right. Yeah, no, that is that's synonymous with all that is, yeah.
So does a Moscow Mule actually come close to this? I don't think I've actually had one.
Okay, it depends, because there's a lot of different types of ginger beer, and you get some that are more carbonated, and others are...
Ginger.
Yeah.
Ginger. Ginger ale.
Is that what you're getting? Yes, it's not the lemon, it's ginger?
We're trying to come together between coconut and citrus.
I'm just hoping there's like medicinal properties here because of ginger.
Totally, we're healthier for having
220 calories is fine as long as it's corn sugar.
There's something about it. It just
these two mixed is not the way to go. By the way, just drink them individually. The golden and the Trappistes.
You mixed them?
I would never mix beer. Do you do that?
All the time he does.
Wow.
Shane's concoction.
Just to know. So reaction for me that's missing from Facebook is just the dislike. I really just want to dislike. Don't make me hide it behind a sad face or an angry reaction. Just say dislike. I don't have to fucking go at someone just because I don't like their post. I just want to say, hey, I'm not real crazy about this for one reason or another.
Without being like angry. Sorry.
I'm out of the race here because I'm not much on Facebook. I'm not much on social.
You're just a like.
Yeah, I'm doing good to scroll through there and see who else keeping up with me. I'm old school. We didn't have Facebook and all that shit growing up, so I'm seriously, I'm not much in Facebook other than keeping up with you guys. So there it is. I mean, hey, it's back and forth shit. Social entertainment. What was the question anyway? Reaction?
Yeah, like they got like a heart, a care.
See, I don't use any of those.
A sad face and
sad
angry.
and angry.
I may like or dislike, but I don't get into any of all those emojis and GIFs or GIFs or whatever you call them.
You don't need it?
Most people don't.
Yeah. I did throw you Jim Carrey the other day, though, didn't I?
Is it peanut butter? What? Jim Carrey.
Yeah, I threw you a GIF the other day.
I'm between two interesting people, and it's not good for my sanity.
We were talking about this.
Hang on, let's parse this. GIF, Jim Carrey. Did I mess that up?
Yes, I think it was GIF, Jim Carrey over here.
Okay.
I sent you something. We were talking about getting drunk on Banner Bar, which I'm on my way. But anyway, you said, yeah, we'll just take it easy and slow. And I sent you one of Jim Carrey or somebody. No, SpongeBob, shit-faced.
SpongeBob.
Remember?
Shit-faced SpongeBob.
Yeah, he was drunk.
If all else fails, SpongeBob memes.
Memes, there you go.
My answer. Okay, so this is also a great question because I've thought about this multiple times reading people things. And it's like, I want to be able to do this because none of the other options really fit. But I think you went with dislike. I think I'm going to go with cheer.
Okay.
there are things that people do, and it's like, I mean, people post about, and there's some hard things, and there's some things that are like commendable, and the care, I feel like sometimes is condescending.
It is.
And I'd rather just
you're scared
cheer
it's going
on.
to mean something else.
And I feel a little weird getting cares, but I know people usually have good intentions. The people who are responding have good intentions. Otherwise, I hope people are not just responding to poke at you. I hope that for nobody. But yeah.
Cheer's good, though.
I want to cheer.
Cheer should tell Facebook as well that, like, this needs to be put at the top of people's feeds.
That's a great point. Yeah, I would love to see that.
See, I wasn't anticipating. Like I said, I'm between two interesting people. I've got GIF arguments over here, and over here I've got something good, whereas I was just thinking a secondary answer to my question was just going to be like a sexy response, which you don't have anything like that. Like, what would you have, right? Like a humping? That would not make sense.
Not for any of the people I follow.
No?
I wouldn't be able to use humping on any reaction. I stopped following those people because that's not necessary. Hey, we just talked about it. I'm in this celibate period. Why do I want to see things about, like, why would I want to react with humping? That's just like beyond my whole, like, ideology right now.
I'm going to write nothing but humpy poetry from here on and just watch you eat your words. Okay. Jokes all around. Help us keep the combo going in the comments. We'll see you next time for another round of
the Banter Bar.
I'll just leave you a little sip in case you want to go back.
I appreciate the sip. I think I could drink quite a bit of this.
I just want to see how it feels in my mouth.
I guess we'll see you next time.
On the Banter Bar.